Last year, total investment in arts and culture was about $47 million. Next year, it drops to about $3 million.
I think it's outrageous. I was stunned when I heard about the 90% cuts. I mean, without culture, without art, the whole fabric of society begins to disintegrate.
Arts are about the application of creativity and good taste and beauty and meaningfulness to every aspect of life. We care about the arts when we sit on a subway seat and want it to have been designed properly. We care about the arts when we're concerned that our buildings don't fall apart, whether we're a renter or an owner. These are all part of creative intellectual energies. So a world of gray, or a world without the arts, is a sort of highly polemical way of making that point.
Artists ask the bigger questions. They ask, what is our purpose? They ask, what is the value of this? What is the value of that? They question political systems, which may be a reason that the government cuts us.
Everybody who has an opposition to funding the arts probably has a child who's taking music lessons, or has a child who's really into painting, or, you know, it's in everybody's lives. I think we just think of it as this big lofty thing that only elite few go to, and we don't realize that it actually filters down into every area of our community and into every area of our economy. But if you look at the back of the $20 bill, there's the Haida Gwaii sculpture, and then there's this tiny little quote, and the quote actually says, "Could we know each other in the slightest without the arts?"
Every other province in Canada has either maintained their investment or increased it, and that's because they understand the benefits of the creative economy. BC's government used to. In fact, one of their own studies shows that for every dollar invested, the BC government gets about $1, up to $1.36 back in taxes. So the investment is actually paying for itself and then some.
The reason it's economically important is because if the creative industries can move elsewhere where labor is cheap, then they will. So if we can't be competitive, then I'm afraid we'll lose a lot of advantages.
You know, what we're going to have to do is completely reinvent the wheel. If we do this, we're going to have to start from scratch, and starting from scratch is going to be extremely difficult.
In a recent meeting with Minister Kruger, he implied that the money would be found to fund the BC Arts Council, but it was a mystery to him where it would come from.
Government is all about setting priorities. This government has chosen that its priorities are increases in salaries for ministers, for the Premier, spending nearly $1 million on Olympic tickets for BC Liberal MLAs.
The government also, when they made their Olympic bid, way back when, years and years and years ago, really made it on two pillars. One was that we can host the Olympics, and one was that we have a thriving culture and community that we can bring people here too. And they seemed like they were promoting both, and now it seems like they're cutting the knees out from under one, maybe because of the other.
The BC Liberals have clearly shown that they're making an attack on the arts. They can say whatever they want about how they love the arts and the arts are great, but they're not backing it up. They know because artists all over the province are telling them that these cuts will mean the end of companies, the closure of galleries, the closure of museums, thousands of job losses, the loss of talent to other provinces. The real question for young artists just leaving school, should they even bother to stay in BC since the government has attacked the arts in such a vicious way?
Unfortunately, we had to cut all public programming as a result of the cut, and we have canceled our publication temporarily.
So effectively, with a small organization and budget cuts of this size, it does have a huge impact on what we can do.
It's forced us to cancel much of our programming for the foreseeable future. We've had to put
we need to have the resources to be able to provide basic benefits and services to the community.
So it was a $38,000 hit to the presentation house budget.
Well, there's a huge ripple effect.
Which is
And it
quite
was
significant.
surprising.
I think we're only beginning to see it.
A lot of doors being closed, feeling of isolation.
I think they should redo their maths.
Oh, we're paying for the Olympics, so we can't pay for you.
Irreparable damage will be done.
I think that's the betrayal.
The organizations that will be dead.
We're going to show them that we're a factor to be reckoned with, and we're not going to go away, because art is going to exist with or without funding, and the more funding they take away, the louder our voices will become.